Ladies and gentlemen, today I'm back. I'm back with my series, Getting Inspired by My Favorites. And today we are checking out NewJeans attention music video to see what we will learn, which will help elevate our journey or at least my journey to becoming who I want to be. For those who don't know me, my name is V and I want to be a filmmaker and a game maker, and I'm heavily inspired by K-pop, visual, sound, and style. So today, let us go. My name is V, and this is Money Production. This is something I'm always talking about, but let me say it again. As a creative, right before you pick up the camera or you do anything, first take time and think about what project am I going to work on? Is this a hollow project? Is it a enormous project? Is it a playful project? And after you decided that, that is when you will know what to do. And that's when you will execute the project properly. And right now to this project, the guy already knew this is a youth and playful project. So shaky cameras are a must. Whatever you take, use a big shake camera. And they did it properly, I really like how they are so concept, forecast, and everything. Let us keep watching. Those shots they are in the bathroom are very simple, but I can't help but feel something in my heart which keeps telling me they are good, you know, because because what's making my heart right now beat is the time always you use the right shot for the right emotion and the right time. The audience will be happy. The shot doesn't have to be professional. And this last shot, it was simple. So it's take your camera on your hand and take a bit of videos, there are even cars and everything. But either way, I like it because the security is this. The proper place to use any technique because this is playful, it's not static, there is no clear composition and everything, they are following the action. But we as the audience, because it is the right technique at the right time, we are happy, we are excited. Always know that before you start any project. Let us keep watching. And this is the source of cinematography. Whenever there is a moment that you want the audience to feel a bit more, those playful shots leave them behind. Need a static shot. That static shot, you know, put it in slow motion and show that those two people, the timeline they are on and the timeline other people are on, are different. And the next thing you are going to do, sort of add a low pass to the music. And that's when we as the audience will feel emotion. Yeah, that's the way. We just keep watching. Zoom ins, my people, always talking about how I love zoom ins and NewJeans, my favorite. know how to impress me. Right now, I'm not going to say anymore, but zoom ins, I like them. Like right now, like the zoom in, it caught me off guard. Like I already know this song, but I didn't like have time to process this, and there's like this specific time there is a zoom in. Right now, as I know, I'm going to watch it a bit more. Let us keep watching. I really like how there's music videos of NewJeans are so concept for cast because they can really do professional looking stars, but they choose not to, like if you see like the camera work behind this music video so far, you can call it sloppy, but me, I call it creative and concept for cast. Why? Because there is a space for professional cinematography, epic shots and everything. But right now, we are talking about, young generation. Young generation, is a symbolize. It is so smartphone oriented, so that like you have to do everything in a symbol, like in the era of smartphones and simple things. And these people really understand that, and that is where their soft part is. Whatever they do, like the shots, the camera, how it is moving, like right now, everything is playful, but it's playful for a reason. NewJeans is you. You don't have to be stiff, have to be soft, have to take it easy, Let us keep watching.
You and me, 내 맘이 보이지 한참을 쳐다봐 가까이 다가가 You see, you see 1, 2, 3 용기가 생겼지 이미 아는 네 눈치 고개를 돌려 천천히 여기
I really like, the thing I'm always saying, why? There is always the beauty behind always looking up to your concept and whatever you do, always go to explore, take that aside. Maybe we do it by fast, look through your concept, juggle it, find something. Like, first of all, NewJeans is a very young group. If it is a very young group, it is that generation which is occupied by smartphones, smartphones, video calls, chats, Instagram stories, Snapchat and everything. And this is exactly how this music video is structured, like right now, this is a video call, on laptop and everything, like those self-shot videos, selfies, like there's creative director. I really like how like they read their concept down and they picked it apart, and that's when they find how to make the music video, like I really like epic stuff, but sometimes it's not the time for epic stuff, it's time for playful, like NewJeans, they are so concept oriented. Let us keep watching.
여기 보이니 Looking for attention I guess so 확실하게 너로 만들겠어 Ay, drop the question, drop the question Want attention, want attention You give me butterflies,
And in our concept, being playful, in the middle, slap on the footage of a laptop. We as the audience, we don't mind, like we are here to enjoy. Let us keep watching.
I'm in unturned paradise 꿈에서 깨워주지 마 You got me looking for attention You got me looking for attention 가끔은 정말 헷갈리지만 분명히 You got me looking for attention 날 우연히 마주친 진짜 갈래 못 본 탑 지나갈래 You're so fine gotta get to know you
I'm talking about how NewJeans, really understand their concept. And right now, it is what I'm talking about, like young generation, smartphones, selfie videos, and everything. And previously, show like we're in the mirror, doing like chains and everything like this is a concept which is really understood. They are very good at this. Let us keep watching.
나와 걸어가죠 지금 돌아서면은 잊어 To look at me back Hey 다 들켰어 나널 보면 하트가 튀어나와 내 사탕을 찾는
And I really like this unusual details I'm talking about in the videos, like how like right now they are dancing, but on TV they are footage of them, for a weird reason, like you can't explain this according to their concept, but either way I like it. It's cool, sometimes confuse the audience, a bit just the right amount. Let us keep watching.
내 맘은 설레이지 Question, drop the question Want attention, want attention You give me butterflies, 내 맘은 온통 paradise 꿈에서 깨워주지 마 You got me looking for attention You got me looking for attention 가끔은 정말 헷갈리지만 분명히 You got me looking for attention
Let's talk a bit about like the shots. Like, I always say this, like, it is so like when they were dancing, I was quiet. I wanted you to notice it, dancing is emotion. And when you were required to record the choreography, always try to include motion, make the camera a bit shaky, just the right amount. And that is a good way to showcase the choreography. Another thing, I'm talking about how this is playful, yo, and yet another time they are proving it, the road trips, those videos like shot by smartphone, those videos which are always on the story and everything, like they really know their concept and they picked it apart so much that, they have unlimited ideas to work on. Everything screams NewJeans. Let us keep watching.
A-T-T-E-N-T-I-N Attention is what I want A-T-T-E-N-T-I-N Attention is what I want A-T-T-E-N-T-I-N Attention is what I want A-T-T-E-N-T-I-N You got me looking for attention
Like I say, they really understand their concept, like the phones they are choosing, like everything is about the notification, those vintage cameras which are on a trend these days and everything, I really like them. Let's talk about this, I really like being epic stuff, every camera, your resets, complicated editing and everything. I really like it, but for some weird reason, I always find myself like this, looking at something like this. It is playful, but I catch myself finding it, refreshing. I don't know why. And this is why I really like NewJeans. And for many days of this series, I'll be looking at their work because what they do is something I really want to run, This is when you really understand what being creative is. Being creative is not being big. Being creative is the idea and the process. It is not being big creative, that those are two different things, you know. And as you already know, today we learned a lot, first thing I learned, you know, understanding a concept, break it apart, concept starts as like a couple of terms. But in order to do something like this, you have to break it down, sit down, think about it, debate about it, what is proper, what is improper, what can we do, what can we not do, that is the first reason. Understand your concept fully. And the second reason, being a creative requires being a bit easy sometimes, always don't be complex, when sometimes simple is the way. Today we learn one of big reasons. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel and join my Discord server. I want to become a film and game maker, and I'm looking for an audience which shares the same interest so that we can share, ideas and inspirations. Take action, I'm always there. We talk and everything, we figure everything out, I really have a lot of problems and you might have a lot of problems, we will figure it out. And until next time, stay safe. My name is V and this is Funny Production.